What's going on, everybody? This is Clark Beckham, season 14 runner-up of American Idol. We are going through the first episode of Hollywood Week. Let's go. Judge's opening was weird.
Nothing you can sing that can't be sung.
Nothing you can say that you can learn how to play the game. It's easy.
What is this?
All you need is love.
This is weird. I didn't like it. Thought it was awkward. The vocals sounded weird. It didn't sound like Lionel Richie. It didn't sound like Katy Perry until the E-zay, because she always says A instead of E vowels. It just was weird. The cringe was level 10. Second note, I want Bobby Bones' job. So cool what he does, and he's so good at it, and I admire him so much. I want to do that. The first group of people for the genre challenge is pop. Now, what's interesting is American Idol is looking for a pop star. That's the genre that they're looking for. I think all the other genres are more pop leans. So if Wyatt Pike goes all the way and wins the show, they're gonna do indie lean, but it's still gonna be pop. They're gonna be shooting for pop. First we have Leahona. She is freaking going for it. She's doing it. And what she's going for, she's nailing. Has the confidence to do that, to do all the huh, yeah. Never for a second has a part of her that's like, oh, this is a little weird. Is this okay? She's just like, nah, this is my thing. This is what I do. It's time to sing. This is how I sing. Let's go. She's killing it. Then her brother comes up, Amon, doesn't do so great. It just doesn't have the voice that she does, and he doesn't make it through. We're flying through these notes here. We got a lot of people to cover. Liv Grace Blue sounds good. Her small sounds better than her big on this one. When she comes down off the big note, sounds really nice. The big didn't sound quite as good. Layla Mock, she's a star. I'm telling you, if I had to put all of my bets on one person on this season who's going to be a big superstar, it's going to be her. She gives me Olivia Rodrigo vibes. She's a girl who sings Driver's License. She would murder that song, but she writes great songs. And to be a star, it's really about the songs. You can have a great voice, but it's really about the songs. And I think she's writing the songs herself. She got a little bit out of control and a little sloppy on the run, and her voice sounded a little hoarse, but she's a star and she overall sounded really good. Ava August sounded better than I remember her in our audition, but I'm still not sold. Next, we're on to country. Caleb Kennedy, Beast. Nothing surprising here. Mignon, Nashville, Tennessee country girl. She sounded great. I hadn't seen her before. Alex Miller can play guitar.
Way down in the Southland.
Oh.
Some 17 years ago.
He can play. He's a beast at what he does, and he's got life in this competition, even with Caleb Kennedy in the show with him. Before I said it's either one of the two. I'm not quite sure now. I don't know if he has a spot in the show, but if he can convince the judges otherwise, he's doing it. Cecil Ray. Now, at this moment, he missed his intro, and that's not a big deal, especially an intro like that where it's not very clear. Katie stopped him, did it again, and there was this big moment in the show, and they went to commercial. They didn't have much rehearsal, I guarantee it. Not a big deal. They made it a big deal, not a big deal. He starts to sing, sounds awesome. He's got the best voice of any of the guys in country music. He missed the last run, but ended it really, really nicely. Next, we're moving on to soul. Xavier Washington sings a remarkably familiar arrangement of Gravity.
Oh, keep me where the light is shining.
100%, that is the exact identical arrangement that I did with Yeba.
Keep me where the light is shining.
And I'm honored. I made it back on the American Idol stage, kind of, sort of. As far as his vocal performance goes, I actually didn't like it at all. His high notes were clean. His runs were not. People keep telling me, wait for this guy. He's going to crush. Wait. And I'm not seeing it. I mean, everybody freaked out. To hit that high, I think it was a G. That's stupid high. And it's clean and clear and the pitch is there. But as soon as he starts to run, so far, he's missing all the notes. And they're a little mushy. They're not so deliberate. Sharp stair steps. They're a little rounded. People keep telling me he's a beast. And I believe them, so hopefully he shows that. But I was not impressed with this performance like the judges and everybody else were. Grace starts to sing, and she murders it. Dang. Ew.
I'm going crazy.
It does way better with pitch. She's still missing a couple notes. When she misses, it's usually not small. It's actually an entire semitone, like an entire note difference. But it's very rare, and she showed a ton of pitch control, and I think she is gonna be probably the best singer. She has the best engine. Like, she has the best vocal ability of anybody on the show. We'll just see how she can drive that car. She's controlling it really well here, putting her foot in the song. DJ Johnson sounded way better here than she did in audition. Also looks like she maybe had a blue Jolly Rancher before she started to sing. She sounded a lot better. I'm not sure she's gonna make it through the next round, but I'm glad to see her. Next, we've got Indy. Hunter Metz did a really cool arrangement of a Billie Eilish song. He's ready to be a star. He's ready to go right now, ready for a career. Graham DeFranco, I like Graham. The moment he started singing, I was like, ooh, this is so like sizzly, like just bright and fresh. And then as it went on, I started to feel like it was maybe too much so. And I didn't end up being a big fan of this performance, but he goes through. I'm happy about it. Hoping to see better from him in the future. Cassandra Coleman. Now, you guys have been telling me I've been sleeping on Cassandra, and I'm starting to see that. She does great. She is so genuine. That is a huge factor for voters and for an audience when they see someone who's really genuine in a sea of people who a lot of times maybe aren't. She's someone you want to latch onto, and she's very emotive. And that's what they're looking for on Idol, is someone who can really tell the story of the song, make you feel what they're feeling. She's a powerful performer, can put the whole song in a package, make you feel every bit of it. Great control with her voice to catalyze that emotion. She's killing it. There are no surprises in elimination so far. And honestly, the entire show, there was really no surprise. The suspension that they're trying to do in this episode, all of them are just lousy attempts. You hear somebody, and then you hear the judges go, wow, that was unbelievable. Holy cow, they're incredible. So then you know when they step forward, whoever steps forward with them is going through. And as a contestant, you know that too. I remember when I was in lines of 10, you've got people that you're looking at. You know if they step up and then you step up, you're going through if you're in their line. And so it's that way for the viewers and for the contestants. We all know in those situations who's going to go through. They kept trying to make it, oh no, you don't know who's going, are they going to make it? Come on. Everybody knows who's going through here. Next we have Pop Part 2 with Anthony Guzman. He sings okay here. I just don't think he's got the voice for the show. He's got a classic voice. Most recent representation of this style of singing is Michael Bublé. I don't know if he fits. I just don't know if he fits. Andreas Valley, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beast.
I'll take care of you.
Oof.
And I don't want to be here if I can't be with you tonight.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. She sounds awesome. Looking forward to more of her. Erica Perry, also known as E.T. She freaks out a little bit in the middle of the song and starts over, which you can't do. You can mess up and start over. That's bad enough, but you can't freak out because you're going to be in high pressure situations. They want somebody on the show that they can put on the center stage of the Super Bowl and who's going to kill it. That's who they're looking for. And if you freak out when you mess up a little bit in your first performance of Hollywood, bad look. She starts over, gets it, and I might be in the minority, but I actually like her voice. I do. I like the style. I'm not mad at it. I'm cool with it. I enjoyed it. She doesn't make it through. I understand. Then she has an absolute meltdown. I think she's put it on a little bit, just trying to give the cameras what they want, having fun with it. I don't think she's actually furious in these moments, but she had a fun run. Next is Country Part 2. Got Christian McGuckin. This one hurt. She sounded awesome. And she was a cappella, which made me, the judges, and everyone go, did she fix her tempo issue? I don't think she did. We can't tell if she's a cappella. And so they stop her, give her a beat to follow, and she can't do it. She sounded great, and all she needed to, It's a fixable problem. It's a fixable issue, especially she had months to go over it. I would bet, and I feel like from watching her, she didn't go over the tempo issue at all. Well, I just sing with the radio and I'm just going to sing and it's going to sound good and I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to be confident in myself. It's actually not about confidence at all. It's just about singing to a metronome. She didn't make it through. And it's kind of like, dadgum, man, you're given the opportunity here and then you don't go work on what they told you to go work on and then they test you on it and you can't come through and you go home. Like, what do you expect there? It sucks because she's a beast. Like, she has a great voice. We have Chase Beckham, who has a splendid last name. Chase sounds like a man among boys. And I don't just mean masculinity. I mean ability to sing and star power. He starts to sing and I just kind of go, oh, that's what a star sounds like. His rasp is just golden. It's just perfect. Lionel said he would like to hear more animation in his voice. I didn't hear the full performance, so maybe there's some room for that, but I did not notice that being an issue. Next, we have Pop Part 3. Mary Jo Young comes to sing one of the first times she's performing in front of people, which again, you've got time to fix those issues between your audition and Hollywood Week to go out and perform in front of people, even if it's on the street, even if it's at a restaurant, even if it's for family. But maybe she did that and she's just saying that because that's kind of her story, that she hasn't performed in front of anybody. Her face is aggressive. Like, she goes from 0 to 60, from neutral to like really intense in really short bursts when she sings, which is a little uncomfortable for me. Maybe that gets people going, but she did fine. Colin Jameson is next, still doing the breathy thing a little much for me. His pitch in his upper range is really good. Really, really, really good. Claudia Conway. My thing with Claudia is her main story is how she wants her own identity. She loves her mom, but wants to separate herself from being her mom's daughter. My thing is, then why do you nonstop talk about your mom? Like, if you really wanted to go on American Idol and be your own person and not be thought of as Kellyanne Conway's daughter, then why bring it up all the time? Why bring it up at all? Stephen King, one of the most popular authors of all time, his son wanted to be an author and wanted to make a name for himself, but not be identified as Stephen King's son, so he changed his name to Joe Hill, and he's this great author, and then it came out, after he had a ton of success, that he's actually Stephen King's son. So why not you don't have to do that, but the idea that she wants to be her own person and not identified as Kellyanne Conway's daughter, and then constantly talks about being her daughter, it doesn't match to me. I think she's just pushing that storyline, which is a good storyline. And if you want to be on TV, and if you want to have the producers keep you around, give them a reason, give them a good story. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just coming across weird to me. Also, how she handled the mic was a little weird. She's sticking her hands out when she was holding it and switching the mic like every 5 seconds. Just a little random thing I noticed that maybe no one else did. Going to the R&B round, Valley, who did way better than I thought she would. She did way better than her audition, and I was like, oh, maybe I was just wrong. Maybe I missed something. And then they sent her home. So I don't know what to think. Indie Part 2, Wyatt Pike. I'm a big fan of Wyatt. He just seems genuine, kind, great smile, great songs, great feel, really cool arrangement, great guitar player, his tone, everything. I'm just relaxed when he sings. And I feel protected and comforted when he is performing. And that's what an audience member wants to feel. Murphy might be a better narrator than a singer. His narration for his B-roll before he sang was just magnificent, like Morgan Freeman vibes.
The only way to get good at something is to do it. And if you can push yourself to make your passion your job, then you should.
He legitimately has potential to be a voice actor, but he is a great narrator and tells stories really well. And that's a big thing about music, is telling the story, especially story songs, like songs that the whole thing are just stories. Coincidental that I bring that up. I actually have a story song on my album Light Year that's available wherever you listen to music, and it sounds like this.
Away from 9 to 5.
Sounds great on guitar, right in the pocket, chugging along really well. His voice is okay. Who he is and his guitar playing is what makes him special. His voice does not, which I don't know if that's going to push him further in the competition. At the end of the day, it's more about your voice than anything else. At least it's supposed to be. But please, narrate more. If he leaves the show, can he just be the narrator for American Idol commercials and stuff? Because He's good. Next genre is rock, which brings us to Bean. I think this is a good pick for Bean because I don't think he's rock. I don't think he wants to be a rock star, but it's the smallest group of people, and he sings a rock song, an Elton John song, and it really helps him stand out, I think, and he crushes.
Benny and the Jets, yeah. Benny
Sing.
and the Jets.
Sing!
I don't know what more I could have done. So
Dang!
I definitely gave them
Go!
my heart, and I hope that's
High
enough
knees.
to keep going.
Yeah, it got me.
Like
on.
sometimes it comes in the disguise of Mr. Rogers.
Benny and
And then
the Jets.
wears a Mr. Rogers cardigan, and then I think takes it as a challenge and starts stomping around and screaming really cool deviations from the melody in these runs, and then finishes it just with the cherry on top. I mentioned this before when I was talking about Grace. When you perform, you are driving a vehicle. Your vehicle is your voice. Now, some people have a Ferrari as their voice and they can't drive it. Some people have a 1992 Toyota with the front fender falling off, but they are world-class drivers. These are people with not the greatest voices, but they know exactly what to sing, where to sing it, how to perform, how to emote, and just melt your heart. The Ferraris are the people with the giant voices, the runs, the range, but they're just a little exhausting, and they feel like they go into a turn at 180 miles an hour and just kind of crash and burn sometimes. Bean has a good car, but he is a world-class driver and a handler of his instrument, and I cannot wait to see what he continues to do. Casey Bishop, holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. I don't know what else to say.
Well, don't spend your life in sin and misery.
Sing!
Of the rising sun.
Are you kidding me?
There you go, girl.
What in the world? Holy crap. Monster. The way she just goes into the high notes with such perfect pitch. At the beginning, the second time I listened, I realized she's just a little off of the tonal center. Just pitch was just a little bit off in the beginning, but when she goes for those high notes, especially near the end, perfection. Perfection. It's nuts. I think she's 15 years old. Bananas. Then we have Amanda MENA, another instance where she's singing as a montage is going on, and it's perfect. And I'm watching this montage of the whole day and thinking, oh my gosh, she's singing this song. And then you realize it's her, and she is murdering. She is the biggest pro of anyone on the show. She's gonna have showstopper after showstopper after showstopper in the top 10. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. She's going to be really interesting to see. Grace and Amanda are going to be very interesting to see duke it out later on in the show. Then our last audition, they set it up for him so well. They talk about him so much and then give him the last spot, which is the best spot to have. And then he sings okay. I mean, he doesn't mess up. Like he's fine. He didn't do anything for me. The judges lose their mind. They just send him through straight up. No lines for him. I wasn't that impressed. I guess it's just from my freak out over his audition and then expecting something like that for this. He had one or two notes that was a deviation from the melody, but I wasn't quite getting what the judges were losing their minds about. To end the show, they give us the big twist, the crazy twist that they've been talking about all week. Wait till you see this. And they go to contestants' faces and they're like, what? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then the twist is so anticlimactic. Their attempt for suspense in this entire episode is pathetic, honestly. No one was in suspense at any moment in the entire show. I wasn't. When they said, now you guys already think of someone that you want to pick for your duet? Well, here comes a twist. If you thought you were going to pick your duet partners, and at that moment, we all know the twist. Okay, so they're not going to pick their duet partners. The judges are going to pick the duet partners. We get it. Then they hold out for 10 seconds. You thought you were going to pick your duet partners. Well, not this time, because this season, we're going to have twists, and get ready for this one. Buckle in. Here it comes. We're going to pick them for you. That was your big twist? That was the one, huh? Woo! I cannot wait to see the whole time, man. Even the who's gonna go home, like no one was surprised. Great suspense. Didn't do it for me. We got another episode tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna make another video. I've got music lessons all day tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. Make sure you like and subscribe before you get out of here. You can also join my channel as a Groove Crew member by going on your desktop to my channel or this video and clicking join. That'll give you access to my immediate reaction, a video I make immediately after the show and post it that night. Going through my notes, and I'm a little bit more harsh in that one. I'm not quite as polite and nice, I guess. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with another recap video for the next episode. I'll keep you posted on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter when it'll be coming out, when it'll be premiering, to watch it together. I'll see you guys then.
Shining on.